Imagine a creature that never truly dies, a living being that, instead of succumbing to the effects of aging, simply reverses the process, becoming young again and restarting its life cycle over and over. It sounds like something from science fiction, yet deep in the world's oceans, such a marvel exists. Meet Turritopsis dohrnii, commonly known as the immortal jellyfish, a tiny, almost translucent organism, no bigger than a human fingernail, but holding within it one of the greatest biological mysteries of our time, the secret to escaping death. This humble jellyfish has captivated scientists, sparking discussions about the very nature of life, aging, and even the possibility of extending human longevity. How does this fascinating creature achieve biological immortality? What does its extraordinary ability mean for science, and could it hold the key to humanity's dream of living forever? To understand the immortal jellyfish, we first need to explore its life cycle, one that defies everything we know about aging, the life cycle of a normal jellyfish. In the ocean, countless species of jellyfish follow a predictable pattern of life. They begin as fertilized eggs, which develop into tiny, free-swimming larvae known as planulae. These larvae eventually settle on a hard surface, transforming into stationary polyps, small, plant-like creatures that attach themselves to rocks, coral, or even the ocean floor. Over time, these polyps undergo a process called strobilation, where they bud off tiny jellyfish known as ephyrae. These young jellyfish float away, growing into fully mature medusae, the classic bell-shaped creatures with trailing tentacles that we recognize as jellyfish. Most jellyfish live for a few days to several months, depending on their species. Some larger jellyfish can survive for a few years, but eventually, all of them succumb to predators, disease, or simple old age. Their life cycle comes to an inevitable end, but not for Turritopsis dohrnii. Unlike other jellyfish, this species possesses remarkable ability. When faced with stress, injury, or even the natural aging process, it doesn't die. Instead, it rewinds time, reverting to an earlier stage of life. The biological trick: how Turritopsis dohrnii escapes death. The secret to the immortal jellyfish's ability lies in a process known as transdifferentiation. In most animals, cells are specialized to perform specific functions. Muscle cells remain muscle cells, nerve cells stay nerve cells. But Turritopsis dohrnii has the unique ability to transform cells from one type to another, allowing it to return to a previous stage of development. When faced with unfavorable conditions, starvation, physical damage, or environmental stress, this jellyfish doesn't deteriorate and die. Instead, it retracts its tentacles, shrinks, and its body undergoes a transformation, morphing back into a tiny, immature polyp. The scientific implications: could humans live forever? The discovery of the immortal jellyfish has sparked enormous scientific interest. If a simple jellyfish can evade aging, could humans one day unlock the same secret? Aging is one of the greatest challenges in biology. Over time, human cells accumulate damage, DNA degrades, proteins become less efficient, and our organs slowly begin to fail. No matter how well we take care of our bodies, the clock keeps ticking, and aging remains an unstoppable force. But Turritopsis dohrnii has shown that nature possesses ways to sidestep this process. If scientists can fully understand the mechanisms behind transdifferentiation, it could open the door to revolutionary breakthroughs in medicine. Imagine regenerating damaged organs, reversing age-related diseases, or even extending human lifespan far beyond its current limits. The potential applications are endless: curing neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's, repairing spinal cord injuries, or even regenerating lost limbs. Researchers are already studying stem cells, which share some similarities with the immortal jellyfish's abilities. Stem cells have the power to become different types of cells, and scientists hope to harness this ability for regenerative medicine. But Turritopsis dohrnii takes this concept even further, reverting fully mature cells into an earlier state, something human cells cannot naturally do. Could we one day manipulate human biology to mimic this process? Some scientists believe that by decoding the immortal jellyfish's genome and understanding the molecular mechanisms behind its transformation, we may unlock the key to halting, or even reversing, human aging. Of course, even if such breakthroughs become possible, they raise ethical and philosophical questions. If people could live indefinitely, what would that mean for society? How would we manage overpopulation? Would immortality be reserved for the wealthy elite? Would an endless life take away the very meaning and urgency that makes life precious. The immortal jellyfish doesn't concern itself with such dilemmas, it simply exists, cycling through its endless loops of youth and maturity, the ocean's greatest mystery. Despite its astonishing ability, Turritopsis dohrnii remains one of the ocean's lesser-known creatures. Unlike majestic whales or fearsome sharks, it drifts unnoticed through the sea, its tiny body carrying one of nature's most profound secrets. It's a reminder that the answers to life's biggest questions may not always be found in grand laboratories or futuristic technologies, but in the depths of a natural world hidden in creatures so small we often overlook them. For now, the immortal jellyfish continues its quiet existence, rewinding time again and again, defying the rules of life and death. Whether humanity will one day follow its footsteps remains an open question. But one thing is certain: nature, in all its complexity, still holds secrets we have yet to unravel.